We environmental managers live to be audited. It might sound like an exaggeration, but anyone responsible for waste knows exactly what it means. Welcome to this TEIMAS workshop. I'm Perla Gándara, and today we'll walk through 9 key recommendations to help you pass any waste audit with confidence. Stay with me until the end, because I'll introduce a tool that can reduce your audit preparation from several days to just a few hours. Audits are part of everyday operations, and they're also the best opportunity to prove that the work is being done to the highest standard. There are different types of waste audits: regulatory, internal, certification, and even client audits. Each one focuses on different aspects of your operation. However, they all share similar requirements: keeping day-to-day waste management organized, ensuring full traceability of waste from the moment it's generated to its final destination, and demonstrating strict compliance with all applicable regulations. These principles create the common ground that makes it possible to pass any audit successfully, whatever its specific requirements may be. How to prepare to successfully pass any waste audit. 1. Keep all documentation up to date. The foundation of any waste audit is documentation. Inspectors, auditors, or even customers will ask for clear current evidence that your waste management complies with regulations. This should include authorizations and registrations as a waste producer, waste minimization plans where applicable, signed contracts with authorized waste managers or handlers, transport and transfer documentation, and certificates of destruction, recovery or management issued by the treatment operators. Having every record complete and current is the first essential step. 2. Guarantee clear traceability. A core principle of waste management is being able to demonstrate exactly what happens to your waste from the origin to its final destination. Traceability is a legal requirement. It builds confidence with customers and auditors and gives the producer peace of mind about storage times and removal schedules. That means keeping accurate records of the type and quantity of waste generated, the date temporary storage begins, the transporter's details and authorization at the time of collection, and confirmation of reception at the treatment facility, including acceptance date, weight, and treatment applied. A good traceability system prevents penalties, helps optimize internal management, and makes it easier to spot opportunities to reduce waste. In short, traceability means being able to provide documentary evidence for every single transfer, along with all the required preliminary paperwork. 3. Safe storage and correct labeling. Traceability starts in the storage area, one of the most visible points during any audit. It's not enough to separate waste, you must store it safely and in line with national regulations. Some key recommendations are: use appropriate, well-maintained containers. Signpost temporary storage zones clearly. Avoid excessive accumulation of waste. Label each container with a waste type, its hazard level, and the date storage began. Never exceed the legal storage limits. A tidy, well-marked store conveys professionalism and reduces the risk of accidents, something every auditor will notice. 4. Staff training. No matter how good the management policy is, it fails if staff don't understand or apply it. Auditors often interview employees at different levels to check their knowledge of segregation, handling, and safety procedures. It is therefore essential to provide initial training to every new employee, deliver regular refresher courses, and adapt the content to the level of responsibility. A well-trained team prevents mistakes and demonstrates real commitment to environmental management. 5. Emergency and safety planning. For hazardous waste in particular, auditors will look for evidence that the organization is ready to respond to incidents. This should include up-to-date emergency plans, personal protective equipment available and in good condition, clear procedures for leaks, fires, or spills, and documented emergency drills carried out periodically. These measures are not only audit requirements, they are essential for workplace safety. 6. Regular internal reviews. Waiting for an external auditor to find weaknesses can be costly. Internal reviews or mock audits help identify and correct issues in time. Best practices include conducting internal inspections every 3 to 6 months, recording findings and defining corrective actions, as well as involving different departments to build shared responsibility. An organization that audits itself shows proactivity, something that external auditors always value. 7. Apply the waste hierarchy. Today, merely complying with legal requirements is not enough. More and more audits look for application of the waste hierarchy, prevention and reduction at source, reuse, recycling, recovery, including energy recovery, and disposal only as a last resort. Presenting indicators of waste reduction or circular economy projects can make a decisive difference and strengthen your company's reputation. 8. Communication and transparency. It is vital to explain your waste management system clearly and with accurate data. To do this, appoint a spokesperson for the audit. Prepare a concise visual summary, flow diagrams, waste generation charts, recycling indicators. Answer questions directly and back every statement with documentation. Openness generates trust and usually makes the audit process much smoother. 9. Digital waste management software. A common mistake is discovering incomplete or outdated documentation just as the audit begins. The most effective way to avoid this is by using specialized waste control software that centralizes all information and keeps it updated and accessible. With this approach, the company can present data in a clear, organized way without last-minute panic. In fact, clients of TEIMAS Zero, a platform for large corporations, report that they have reduced the time spent preparing for audits from several days to as little as 2 hours. Passing a waste audit successfully depends on a robust, well-managed system every single day. Current documentation, full traceability, staff training, and commitment to the waste hierarchy are the solid foundations that allow any company to face official inspections, customer visits, or certification processes with confidence. The more order, traceability, and compliance are embedded in your company culture, the less daunting the word audit becomes, and the more it turns into an opportunity to showcase excellence. And that's it for today's workshop on recommendations to pass any waste audit. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on LinkedIn and subscribe to the TEIMAS newsletter for expert insights on waste and faster and stress-free audits. See you on the next one. Stay tuned.